Hello everyone, welcome. It's Monday night. Welcome to the live stream where we talk about all things pressure washing and exterior cleaning related. How's it going? Happy Monday. Hello girlie. Are you saying good night? Good night.
Where is the camera?
Oh, we've got the wrong person up at the bottom there. We've got We Clean Property still. Let me change that to Rich, so we know who we've got. HS Pressure Washing. There we go. How's everyone doing? I am not late, I'll have you know, thank you. Time is money. Let's have a look. Who have we got? We've got Phil. Welcome, Phil. Nick. Finch. I'm doing well, thanks, mate. I'm doing very well. Day off today. Didn't want it. It said it was going to be like torrential rain all day and winds of like 20 miles per hour. So I thought best cancel all my Christmas light installation jobs and move them to tomorrow, which was supposed to be my day off tomorrow. And tell Rich not to come over as well. And then it was absolutely fine. It's been fine all day. Like, yes, it's rained, but not as bad as it said it was going to rain.
When I was coming out, it wasn't raining.
It wasn't raining at school?
No, when I was... And it was home time, or... It was only raining a bit when it was snack time or lunchtime when we went out.
Snack time or lunchtime?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't raining bad enough for me to call in sick today and not go do any work, was it?
Mm-mm.
No. I feel like it's been a bit of a waste of a day. I have got some video editing done though.
And you have a Christmas present in the car.
And I did get you a Christmas present in the car, but you haven't seen that yet, have you?
Hello, which car is it in?
The Jag.
Well, soon when I go in it, I'll see it.
I'm going to take it out before you can go in it, so...
Tonight.
Tomorrow. Hello, Sausage. Daz, welcome. Tintins. Good evening. Wish I could watch all the stream, but I'm in Cancun. About to go to the airport. No way. Well, enjoy. Daz, welcome. Gleam Guard. Negan, welcome. Sean. Paul, welcome. How you doing? Sprout. Okay. When do you finish for Christmas? I haven't really got anything set in stone. I was thinking about just having a chilled December, to be honest. We've got about a week and a half's work booked in the calendar at the moment. There's still stuff like little bits coming in every day. People want their gutters cleared. Good night. I love you. See you tomorrow. People wanting their gutters cleared. A lady got in touch today for some Christmas lights, although I think I scared her off with the price. It was a very basic job, and I've said 40 quid just to put them up across the top of her porch sort of thing, because I don't really want to go out for less than that. And she's just not replied, so I'm guessing she's not interested. I don't know how much are people expecting for like a minimum charge for Christmas lights. I thought 40 quid was pretty reasonable, but what do I know? What are we talking about this evening then? Well, we've got Rich, who's going to be joining us, and I think we're going to be talking about a little bit about winter, a little bit about Christmas light installation, and whatever else pops up, I suppose. We're going to be giving away a free membership to the Discord. I've decided I think we're going to do that every week now, giving away a free membership, although I haven't quite worked out how to do it yet. Has anyone else got like a set date that they're knocking off for Christmas? Are you giving yourself like a week off or a couple of weeks off or something? I know a lot of people are quiet at the minute, so it might be that you've just decided I'll do whatever work comes in and just chill out the rest of the time. I don't know if it's like that for a lot of people, I'm not sure. Alex, welcome. Jed, welcome. Exterior Essentials, welcome. I managed to get in and out today. 4 sets of lights up and a gutter clean just started around 11 o'clock. I'm not sure what you're saying there. You managed to get in and out. Oh, I managed to get out in it today. Oh, you started at around 11 o'clock. Yeah, because it was quite heavy rain this morning, wasn't it? And then it sort of teetered off. Spencer, welcome. Last week is next week. Really? So you're having like 3 weeks off for Christmas? Bougie. Merry Christmas, Cedars. Welcome. Not talking about the websites then. The websites, Spencer. Am I missing something? The websites. Not talking about the websites. I'm not sure what you mean. We can talk about websites if you like. It's up to you. Talk about whatever you like. If you've got any questions and stuff. I've posted a couple of videos. I don't know if anyone's noticed. Boosted members. You cheeky little Boosted members out there. If you haven't already noticed, I've been sneakily uploading a couple of course type material videos over the last couple of days. And they're sort of like training videos, I suppose. And I'm going to be gradually uploading them as they're done and ready. And only Boosted members will have access. So we've got one here which they're just like little short, to the point deep dives. So we've got this one here, first time setting up and turning on your machine, plugging in your buffer tank, using the choke, revs, all that sort of stuff. And then I did this one today, how the wrong nozzle can affect your flow and pressure. So it's just talking about speccing the nozzle correctly for your machine, flat surface cleaners, turbo nozzles, all that sort of stuff. And they're just very short videos, but they're designed to be as informative as possible, nice and clear, quite visual, and I'm trying to hit I'm going to try and hit as many talking points as I can and make it some sort of educational course type thing. And all of you Boosted members already have access to these videos, so you'll find those on YouTube. Have you tried Dunlop Purofort Thermo Wellies? I have not. Top tier, are they? No, I've only ever had cheap ass wellies. I think that's the brand name. Cheap ass nasty wellies. From like Sports Direct or something. Some Dunlop wellies. And then the only other ones I've had are Buck Boots. Happy December, Nick. 20th of December till the 1st of Feb. 1st of Feb. Hey Raider. Last day of work is 11th of December. Roof clean and then chilling till the 3rd of January when all the 50 sets of lights come down. The Fresh Rinse has been absolutely smashing the Christmas lights. 50 sets of lights this year is insane. And I've been watching... I'll get Soph to bring them up actually. I've been watching... Weir jet washing as well. Gary from Weir. Can you bring me a Holy and those boxes off the shoe cabinet, please? Yeah, Gary's been smashing them as well. Wonder if I can pull it up and show you. He just posted a video today. I don't think I can play the sound. Where did he post it? Where's he posted it? Of course, that's where it is, in the right place. My content. Look how many he's been doing. He's just been hammering it non-stop. It's very impressive. And cool that he's getting all this footage as well, because it'll be a massive missed opportunity if people are doing this sort of work. And it's the kind of work that you want footage for, and you want video, you want pictures ready for next year so you can start advertising it nice and early. it'd be a massive missed opportunity if he weren't taking these videos. So it's really good that he is. They look brilliant. Absolutely smashing them out. Great video. Great examples of the work. And he's taught me a little thing or two as well. I'm going to show you what I've got in a minute. Because he's, yeah, I'll show you in a minute. Last month of the year. Jake, have you done the content protection on Facebook so you can block copied content? I think people can sample my content. They can either sample the video or the audio, I think. Nothing specifically to say people can't use the content at all. I don't know. Is it like a thing where they can't steal my pictures? Like the photos that I upload? Because that'll be interesting. Jake, will you be at the open day of PWSAS? Yes. Thanks for bringing that up, by the way. Pressure Washer Sales and Service. You guys know them. Over in Pershore. Have an open day, and they're doing like a little demo day. It's these guys here, the ones that built my kit. Well, they didn't build my kit, they built my frame and then installed my kit on the frame. Here's the address at the top. Finch, do you remember what the date is? I think it's like... Finch, what's the date? When are they doing the open day? There's going to be free pizza, free coffee. We're going to be doing like some roof cleaning demos. There's going to be a bunch of vans there where they've done like van mounted systems and stuff, so you'll be able to get hands on with the equipment. If anyone wants to play with my Lance, you're very welcome. I encourage people to fiddle with my nozzles and do whatever they want to do to... It's nice to try before you buy with this sort of stuff, isn't it? And this will be the perfect opportunity. It's in Pershore, Evesham. And yeah, you should come along. What's the date, Ben? You okay? Oh, Soph, I don't have a bottle. Could you get me a bottle, please? Thank you. Oh, it's 12th of December. Yeah, I've actually got it on my calendar somewhere. I should have just pulled my calendar up, shouldn't I? God, it's soon then, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not the 12th. No, it's the 19th. It's Friday the 19th, I'm pretty sure. That's what I've got in my calendar anyway. Oh, thank you so much. Wonderful. I'll have to show Rich these, actually. You got me a Holy as well. What flavour's that? Strawberry shark. Oh, we've been talking about sharks, haven't we? You're supposed to be in bed. Good night. Love you. Did you sell the boots in the end? No, some creepy guy was trying to buy my second-hand boots. He didn't want new ones, he wanted my second-hand ones. Winding the diary down now too. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill this December, to be honest. Just relax. Literally not stress too much about work. And just take a bit of a break. Oh, Sean, welcome. Thank you so much for joining again. Sean, you've been in the Discord for a while, so the fact that you've only just subscribed and become a member is curious. Should we see if Rich is about? Let's have a look. Where's our boy? Oh.
It's first session.
Yes. Maybe you'll go to bed tonight at some point. Maybe you'll go to bed tonight at some point. Or are you staying up all night? Oh, I can't use that one, can I? I've got to use that one. Turn on camera. Microphone. Here he is.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Talk again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you're quite far away from the microphone though, so you might need to come a little bit closer.
Hello.
That's better.
Yeah, this is my chilling,
Your laid back position.
my thinking position, and this is business.
Can we talk
mate.
about that flag that you've got hung up in your office there? What does that mean?
Well, any of you football fans out there up the Villa, Villa have made it back into European football, and that's a Champions League game versus Bayern Munich. I think the last time we played them, oh God, when was the last time we played? It was maybe like 40 odd years ago. This is the last time we played them.
I think it was
And
39.
we
I
beat 'em
remember it
1-0.
well.
You know, you were there, weren't you? You were
I think I
about
did go
25
to.
then.
Yeah, I did go to that one. Yeah. Every now and
Yeah.
again, Rich will just come in and say, "What do you think of the Villa then?" And we'll have this huge in-depth conversation about what the Villa have been up to, and I'm just winging it. And I get a lot of stuff right, to be fair, don't I? We've been playing at home recently.
Yeah.
I got the score right the other day.
You've nailed a few scores, to be honest. I've been well impressed.
Total guess. Oh.
No, deep down, mate, I know you're watching every game. You love it. You love it.
Thank you so much.
And I need to keep on checking.
Maya wants to say hi.
Guys,
Hello. You're not in bed yet?
No, I keep telling her she needs to go to bed because Daddy's
I know,
streaming.
I've been watching.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's where they have all their energy,
I know.
just before bed.
She's had a pudding and now she's on a sugar rush. Thank you so much.
Off a trolley.
I wanted to show you these. Gary from Weir Jet Washing has been doing a lot of Christmas light installations, and he recommended these little marine grade stainless steel. They're called fascia pins. I haven't got anything to open them with. You did your first set of Christmas lights the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, first job with you, and then did we only do one?
I think we've only done one together.
Yeah.
Because I tried to book them all for the 1st of December, and I should have done it really for the end of November because a lot of people have. There's been about 5 or 6 people when I've suggested 1st of December because I've sort of set myself up to think, right, I only want to do it for 1 week, and we'll do it from 1st of December. A lot of people have said, have you got anything earlier? And if you do get anything earlier, if you get any cancellations, can you let me know? Because I'd like them up a little bit earlier than that. And so I've sort of dropped the ball a little bit there. I was trying to give myself enough time to allow people to book in and give myself enough notice. But I think people are quite keen to get them up earlier. So now I'm potentially leaving it a little bit late. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, I think the safest bet's 1st of December, isn't it, really?
I think so.
I mean,
but
you can't really. Yeah, I think that's sensible. That's when we tend to do it. It's close to the first. I mean, it's pretty much landed on a weekend, hasn't it? Oh yeah. Seen a few of them in mine when I was putting my Christmas lights up.
So Gary's just been like putting these in between the wires and just nailing them into the fascias, which, like he said, if the customer's happy with you doing that, I think that's a great idea. He said it saved him loads of time, and so you can get a box of these. I think there's 250 there, and that was £7. Or your only other alternative with the fascia is sticky pads, really.
Mm-hmm.
And those 3M sticky pads are extortionate. They're like £4 for about 6.
Yeah, well, that's what I've used on my house, and they've worked well, to be honest. But I mean, I had a combination of that, cable ties, and like them little wall pins that we were using. They're like cable things that you hammer into the mortar.
Yeah.
Been using them. Combination of all three of them have been great, but I can imagine them saving loads of time.
Yeah, because that's the only thing, isn't it? Is making sure the customer's happy with you actually hammering stuff into the fascia.
Yeah.
Did you the ones that you did on your house, were they like fairly simple? Have you, because having not done this at all before, to then like installing Christmas lights, and we're going to be doing 5 sets tomorrow, then I think another 4 sets on Wednesday, and then we've got some later on in the week as well. Were you surprised how difficult it was, or were you pleasantly surprised at how easy it was?
I was pleasantly surprised how easy it was, but that being said, if we'd done 9 sets of Christmas lights before coming round to do mine, I probably wouldn't have done them. So I'm glad. I'm glad I got mine out of the way, because they're all up now. I finished them off today, because I think you touched base on the weather. It weren't bad here really.
No,
kind of like a standard winter day really.
Very disappointing. It's not like you can move. I think we had 6 jobs on today in total. It's not like you can text the customers in the morning saying, like, really sorry, adverse weather conditions, can we reorganise for tomorrow? And then get to like 9:30, 10 o'clock and think, oh, it's not actually that bad. And then text them all again and say, actually, we will come because it's fine. And then you've got to travel an hour to get to me anyway. It just doesn't really make sense, does it? It's just very annoying.
Yeah. It's one of them though. Should be a nicer day tomorrow. Just means we'll have it's usually your day off, isn't it? So it'll be a busy day tomorrow. But cheeky little bit of vacuum job to do in the morning. Got a clear job, and then I'll be over to you.
After a few weeks with Jake, Rich, do you feel the need to move to Australia too?
What, as in you doing my head in, or?
I guess so.
I've always been one for Australia. I'll move this second. But that being said, usually the weather plays a negative effect on me. It's one of the notes I wanted to touch base on, how this winter's been compared to last winter, both like mentally, physically. It's been so much better this winter so far. Keeping busy, having something to really focus on. Because last year, I was working with the father-in-law as well, but I was trying to get the pressure washing up off the ground. I mean, I'd been doing it 9 months at that stage, and it obviously goes fairly quiet over winter. And I think having that very busy summertime to then really phasing off and then being mainly in the office, it was a struggle.
So last year was your first winter self-employed, and you'd had 9 months, or you've had pretty much the summer to start your business from nothing. And were you fairly busy over the first summer?
Yes, it was really good.
I think you were like pleasantly surprised when you how much work you would get coming in. You were doing a lot of door knocking, you were doing a lot of leaflets and stuff. And then when did you find that it dropped off?
November. I think October was, I mean, it's pushing it with ceiling, but I've done a couple of ceiling jobs October last year. And then come November, started slowing down. You had, you had got a clearing job, fascia, soffit downpipe clean, conservatory clean. At that time as well, I weren't doing any sort of roof cleaning. But at the same time as well, I weren't actively getting out there looking for the work, because I had the daytime job that I was running alongside the pressure washing business. I didn't feel like I really needed to get out there. I know it would have been better for me to actively go out and look for the work, because I think mentally as well, it would have been a good call.
Plays with your mind, doesn't it, when you just sat in the house and you could be doing more, but you've not got the motivation to get up and go and do it. I suppose it's worse. I think it's worse when you've got something to fall back on, because you think, maybe I'll give it a big push next year. But this year, like, I'm just chilling, sort of thing. And when it is your only source of income, when you've gone full time and you're like, okay, I've actually got to make this work, there's a little bit more pressure there. And there's nothing worse than sitting in the house and being, not being busy and not feeling productive. Did you go? Did you go into those winter that first winter? Did you go into it with winter services in mind? Did you know you'd have to do gutter clearing and stuff? Did you prepare for that?
Yeah, so during the summertime, a lot of money was being invested back into the business. So I was just buying kits. So I bought the gutter vac, water fed pole, purified water, like resin tank, gardener backpack. So I got all of the kit ready, and to be honest, even through the summertime, as soon as I had the kit, I was offering them services to any pressure washing jobs that I had. But again, I think my main issue was, one, not being proactive in terms of trying to get out there and get the work, but I would always, in previous years, lock myself away in winter and tell myself how much I hate it, which doesn't help at all. Like, you just kind of like talk yourself into a pit. But
it's definitely a thing, like seasonal depression, where everything is, the days are shorter, everything's darker, it's colder, you spend more time indoors, and it changes the way you feel.
Yeah.
And I think you can combat that a little bit by actually getting out and about and being proactive and doing stuff. But it's hard. You can't just say you've got to get out there and do it because you don't feel like doing it.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, mate, it's massively helped me. I mean, you've seen how crazy we are on jobs. Like, the weather hasn't affected us at all. Like, we just bounce off each other, get the job done, always have a laugh. Doesn't matter how crap it is. And I remember saying to you before, we're making a conscious effort of being as positive as we possibly can throughout the whole of winter. Like, the weather ain't going to get us down, the work ain't going to get us down. We're going to, like, just love it. And I've loved it, mate. Because
it is tough, isn't it? Like, being out in the freezing cold, you can't feel the tips of your fingers, and then it starts raining and you've got wet feet or whatever it might be. Like, I think the biggest thing that helps in this type of weather is actually having decent uniform. And we got those hoodies the other day, we got those soft shell jackets the other day, and they've been really good for keeping us dry. We've got some new wellies, we've got the buck boots, we've got the over trousers and stuff. Because if you start the day cold and you're wet before you've even started the job, there's nothing more depressing, I don't think. It's the worst position to be in, knowing that you're going to spend the rest of the day with either wet trousers or wet socks. You keep a spare pair of socks in the van now, don't you?
What was that last bit? You broke up a little bit there.
You keep a spare pair of socks in the van now, don't you?
Oh, mate, I've got a spare pair of everything in the van now.
Have you?
Trousers, socks. The only thing I ain't got are boxers. I can man that out, but if I get that wet, I'll just strip off in the van. But yeah, I got spare pair of everything I have.
The Fresh Rinse says most people want the Christmas lights going up from the 20th to the 5th. 20th of November to the 5th of December. Okay, that's interesting. Have you had any have you advertised Christmas lights this year or not?
Not sure if you can hear me, mate, but
I can hear you.
Oh, there we go, you're back.
Okay.
I saw you talking.
Did you advertise Christmas lights this year?
No.
Okay.
No.
What I was going to say, I remember, I think last year we come up with, I don't know if we came up with it, but it was definitely new to me at the time. Do you remember that sales strategy that we discussed about? It was your first year and you were doing pressure washing jobs and you got a decent amount of jobs coming in, and you were thinking about buying a gutter vacuum, and rather than just buying it outright and cracking on, I think we discussed upselling those customers that you'd done their driveways, you'd done their patios and stuff, and saying, look, in September, I'm gonna buy a gutter vacuum and I'm gonna start offering gutter clearing and stuff. Do you want to get booked in? Did you actually do that, or did we just discuss that as a strategy?
No, I remember my jobs when I first got the gutter vacuum. I was offering it to everyone. So I would, if it was just say a pressure washing job they'd booked us in for, at the end of it, they've obviously seen the results, they're happy with it. I then just literally just quick fired off all of the services I offer. I even when I weren't even offering roof cleaning, I said if you need your roof done, not a problem. Fascia soffits, gutters, conservatory, windows. Again, don't really advertise for windows, but if you want a window clean, we can do that as well. Because I had all the kit, but that helped. I'd probably say just before it started getting quiet, I had the customers that previously booked us in for the pressure washing work in for the gutters. And then it went quiet as soon as I dried up, because I got a lot of my work through like leafleting, door knocking, and then when I got busy, I didn't have time to go and do all that because it is very time consuming, and then it just kind of phases out, and then as soon as you get to November, December time, you don't really want to be going out door knocking, and it didn't help that I had that security of the other job, whereas if I didn't have that, as you've already said, you've got no other choice, you've got to go and do it.
Yeah.
So
I think that is one of the best bits of advice I could think of at the minute for someone who's just starting out, especially if maybe you're already doing window cleaning, or this winter you're already offering gutter clearing and stuff. Like, start preparing your customers now. If you intend on doing something like pressure washing in like March or April next year, if you're planning for that, start planting the seed in your customer's mind like now. If you're in front of a customer and you're doing work for them anyway, even if it's just cleaning their windows, you can say, look, in March I'm going to be buying a pressure washer, and like I've done a lot of research, and I can give you like a discounted rate because you'd be one of my first customers, but I've noticed your driveway could do with being cleaned. And potentially at that point you could go into March with 10 or 15 jobs already lined up before you've even bought the kit. I think that's a really great way, especially if you're already in front of a customer. It's a really great way to have a bit of security before purchasing a big item like a gutter vacuum or like a pressure washer, knowing that it's already going to be paid for.
Yeah, and that's the same if you offer the pressure washing services leading, through summer into winter, exactly the same. You're going to be offering that service. You've got all the contacts. You've done, well, you'd like to think you've done a good job. So if you're offering another service, why would they not go for you anyway?
Yeah. Have you not used command hooks for the fascias and peaks, etc.? Yeah, but I just think they're really expensive. Command hooks, like the 3M hooks, I just think they're expensive. Carl Clark says, completely off topic question. Has anyone had any experience in car valeting and detailing? How did they find it? Had a big business opportunity come up which may push me in another direction. I think I started my business with the intention of doing, with the intention of cleaning cars, and that I actually cleaned Soph's mom's car day one and realised I'm not making enough money to justify this. Like, I think I spent an hour on the outside and almost an hour on the inside, and I didn't enjoy it, and it wasn't particularly satisfying, and I couldn't charge enough to make it feel like it was worth my time. I thought, this can't be it, surely this isn't the way to go. Have you ever tried? Do you wash your cars? Do you wash your cars at home yourself?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Rarely. I used to love washing cars, and that was going to be one of my. It was probably my very first business idea when I was younger. Setting up a valeting company to clean and valet luxury cars, because I loved cars. But I've seen some of them guys. They charge like £600, £700, £800 for a proper detailed job. It takes them, a good 8-9 hours or whatever, like non-stop. But
I got a
I
quote
suppose
the
you've
other
got to get to
day
a point.
for the Jag. I got a quote the other day for a deep clean and a paint correction, like a clay bar and paint correction, and then ceramic coating as well. So they put this little ceramic stuff on a pad, and it protects the paint for up to like five years, I think it was. And that was £495. And I don't know. I mean, if you get one a day, that could potentially be great work. But what are the odds of you getting one of them a day? Like, unless you're absolutely smashing the advertising.
Mm.
And also, what about those days where it's like today, where it's raining? Like, can you detail a car in the rain?
Yeah, it'd have to be indoors or at least dry, wouldn't it? I suppose it depends if it's just a standard clean, but then I don't know.
And I would have thought people would want you to come to them, because I wouldn't want to have to go and drop my car off to be detailed and then pick it up another day or later on that day. I'd want them to come to my house and do it. And I don't know, it just doesn't seem like there'd be enough money in it compared to exterior cleaning anyway. Now that I've experienced what, potential earning of this business, I don't think I'd I mean, there's people that do car detailing that are very successful, so it can definitely be done. I think you'd want to also do content alongside it, because there are some videos that are very satisfying on Instagram, and you see them with the big foamy brush doing the wheels and stuff, and that is quite fun to watch.
Did you go for that quote?
No, I'm gonna wait. I think until probably February, March time, because I think it's just gonna get battered over the winter, innit? I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, me personally, I'd probably hang fire.
This young lad that came and gave me the quote, he was working over the road, and it wasn't his business. He was just like a labourer, I suppose. And so there must be plenty of money in it, because this guy has been able to employ this other guy, set him up with a van and send him out. So, let's have a look. I enjoy cleaning the car or the van, but I wouldn't do it full time. I think you'd need to be cleaning a lot of cars to do £500+ a day. I had thought, in the very beginning, I did also think about fleet washing. I still think now it could be a potentially untapped market in my town to go and wash like commercial vans and lorries and stuff, and for local businesses, and just say sign them up for like a membership or a subscription service where you get 4 cleans a month, and I'll pop in as and when, sort of thing. But I think you quite often find that the drivers tend to look after their own vehicles. The drivers tend to clean them themselves, because outsourcing that sort of labour to clean the vehicles, when you're paying the driver anyway an hourly rate, you might as well get the driver to do it rather than a specialist to do it.
Would you just turn up in your van and just blast the exterior? Or was that the previous business ideas that you were thinking?
I think it'd be cool.
Cleaning.
I think with mine now that I've got a bigger tank, I think it'd be cool to literally just turn up, snow foam the thing, TFR it or whatever it might be. I don't even know what the technique would be to washing the vehicle that big, but I'm presumably you'd like pre-treat it with some sort of snow foam, water-fed pole with a brush, and then just like a low pressure wash, because it wouldn't be like you wouldn't need to go crazy with it like you'd do like a luxury car. It wouldn't be the same process as that, would it? So it'd be much quicker. You'd probably be able to charge a little bit more because it's such a big vehicle, but you'd probably be able to do it quicker, I would have thought, because you're just washing the vehicle, you're not detailing it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think that side of the car and van cleaning's the easiest, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
pre-treat it, let the chemicals do what it needs to do. You've already got the kit to pressure wash it out. You might not even need to like agitate it with the water-fed pole or anything. You could just blast it off.
If you get the right stuff. I think early
Yeah.
on I used Synergy on my van, and it's like
Right.
very, very caustic, and I think
Right.
it's accentuated all the little rust spots on my van. It's not helped the
right.
paint at all. I shouldn't have done it.
Right.
I knew I shouldn't have done it, but it was good at melting all the algae off, to be fair.
Yeah. I've got loads of the Autoglim stuff I have. I used to work in the motor industry, and people used to just leave packs of them in the back of the cars.
Really?
But yeah, I think I had about there's maybe like 10 of them because they just chuck them away because they get like registered with like a warranty, and the kit, it's just like cleaning products and everything, but you got everything in there. You had like the shampoo, the glass cleaner, wheel cleaner, wax.
It takes so much time to do all that stuff. Like, you could spend all day cleaning
Yeah,
your
it
car,
does.
couldn't you? Like, if you wanted to do every bit of it like that,
Yeah,
you could literally spend all
Yeah.
day on it.
it does. It takes, and to be honest, that's probably the reason why I don't bother now, because when I do something, I want to do it properly.
Yeah.
And I say to Christy, I'll only be like 15 minutes, and I'm out there for like 3 hours,
Yeah.
and I'm going over it. I'm waxing a car, and she's like, "Don't need to," but I'm like, "I've got all the kit. I've got to do it. I can't just do a cheeky little rinse and then just leave it."
Yeah. SpacePod says, can you suggest a lightweight double ladder, like high enough for gutters? My triple's got too heavy. What's everyone's 12 rung double or more? You just got a new ladder, haven't you? Was that the triple that you got?
I've got a big boy. Yeah, it's 10 meters. 10 meters. Got 34 kilos. It's a heavy ladder. But the one I got before, which is, I think it's 5.4 meters. That's a triple. That was from B&Q. It's a McAllister. It was about 160 quid.
It's only a little
And-
triple though, isn't it? It's not a massive heavy one.
No, it's just a little triple, and I've used that ever since I got this big one. I've only had this big 10-meter one for the last month, and I've used that once.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend that. It's easy, yeah,
B&Q.
really light. B&Q, McAllister. It's got like well, they do it in different sizes, don't they? I think I didn't even realise what size I'd got at the time, but it's 5.4 maxed out. And that, as long as you don't have a two-bedroom, say a two-story property with a drive really sloping, you can reach the gutters. You should be able to get up to the gutter line. If it slopes, you'll be just below. So it depends what you need and how high you need to get up. But they've been great.
Yeah. My double set of ladders are just my grandpa's old set that I found in his shed. They're so old.
Yeah,
But they work fine, to be fair. Nice and light.
they're the ones that come apart. They're the ones we always use, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're really...
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
They're like them old school ladders that I've got for the ridge on the roof that me and my dad basically like cut. I think probably about 2-3 meters off it, just so it, because at the time I had the partner. Yeah,
You cut the ladders?
yeah, we cut the ladders.
Did you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we cut them down a bit because they were just too big. But they're really light as well.
Tintin says, that's what I've done and got 2 booked in. They booked and they said they didn't know that you clean drives. I've had that a lot from customers saying, I've literally got Smelts pressure washing on the side of the van, and my business is called Smelts pressure washing. They've got in touch to have their gutters cleared, and then they'll say, oh, do you know anyone that does driveways? And I'll be like, yeah, I clean driveways. It's like my main job. And they're like, oh, do you? Oh, brilliant. It's like, look at my van.
Yeah, look at the van.
Yeah. Give all your customers a 15% off voucher valid for 12 months on future services. Valid to them or a friend or family. 15% off all 15% off all services. each and every customer. I struggle with percentage off discounts when it comes to made up services. That's my only issue with it, because you're quoting all these jobs individually. Unless it's a repeat job and they said, oh, you charged me 90 quid last year, would it be the same again? And quite often to those customers where I'm doing repeat work for them, because they've come back to me, yes, my prices have increased, but I'll be like, look, you're a loyal customer, I'll do it for the same price. If it's a new service quoted, so if you're doing 100 quid on the gutters, and you say with your 15% off voucher, it's going to be 85 quid. I always think, like, if they don't present that voucher first, if they present that voucher after you give them the price, then it's fair. But if they tell you, can you quote my gutters? And by the way, I've got a 15% off voucher. You can just make up the price, can't you? You can just say, oh, it would have been £115, but with your discount, it's now £100. But actually, it would have only ever been £100 anyway. So they haven't saved any money because it's a made up service with a made up cost. You know what I mean? I always struggle with percentage discounts, unless you've got set prices. I don't know if it makes sense so much. I've seen on Sid's video he's using a nice double 13 rung. Wondered how many rungs go on a double. I've no idea about ladders, to be honest, mate. No idea. I clean cars in college sometimes. I see cars covered in mud. It's like a brick covered top to bottom. Take a pop-up gazebo. You could. Don't forget Sid cleans roofs all day long. So he is like a scaffolder. Not very big, but can fling around a 50-kilogram scaffold tube with ease. Yeah, I think those scaffolders are built different, aren't they? There's deals potentially lined up with local BMW and Aston Martin garages, along with Porsche too, before I even start to win the work. Yeah, you could take that approach and try and get in with some dealerships. Same with exterior cleaning. You could set up your business, and before you've even invested anything, you could approach commercial properties and just give them prices for stuff and just say, look, I can come back and do this every year for you, and try and get some contracts in place. I suppose it's good in that situation to have like a website, a good website. Have you got a website yet, Rich?
Yeah. It's just one that I've done myself. I think it's just a GoDaddy one.
Do you have a contact form on it?
I want to spruce it up. Yeah, I think at the bottom. Yeah, get in touch with a free no obligation quote.
Do you get any work through it?
Yeah, I've had a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean nothing, crazy. Maybe on average, to be honest, probably only 2 or 3 a month.
Yeah.
Maybe. I set up the website. I didn't have any sort of like presence online apart from Instagram and Facebook. But then I started with the directory guys. They help manage the SEO side of things and get us on the local searches. So I started off with only a 2-mile radius, now it's a 5-mile radius, and since that's happened, it's only been about a month, I've had 3 so far come through. So it's slow, but it's one of them things on Google. It takes time for the algorithm and all that to pick up. And
do you know how much you're paying for that?
Malarkey that they say. £106 a month. I think it's meant to be about 170. And then I called up. I said over winter time because I didn't have much success with the 2-mile radius. And bear in mind, there's quite a lot of industrial businesses around where I live. So that 2-mile radius didn't really reach many residentials. So I called them up and said I'm gonna look at just stopping it and then pick it up again probably March time. And then basically looked into the amount of inquiries that I'd had and said, you know what, you can have the 5 mile radius for the same amount of price. Just stick with us and see how that goes.
Oh,
so I did that for a few months.
So they charge you more based on how big your radius is.
Yeah.
I would have thought they would just charge you like per lead. But they want money up front, I suppose.
I think they manage, basically just your ranking on Google. And if you type in pressure washing, clean service,
yeah,
you come up, soon 3, like you kind of like guaranteed. So because it was such a short radius that I had, it weren't reaching anyone. But now they've upped it to 5 miles. That reaches the places where I've been really targeting, especially with like the leafleting as well. So hopefully that will start coming in over the next month or so.
I'm quite interested in what would happen if I were to run ads now. Like not so much on Facebook, but definitely Google. I'm curious to know what would happen. Considering trying it for. I was first thinking gutters, but I'm just wondering if I want to spend winter absolutely smashing loads of gutters. I think I'd prefer to do it for roofs and just aim for the higher ticket stuff, and then just if I get enough work coming through from roofs, just being able to have that flexibility to pick and choose which jobs I want to actually go for. Maybe still quote the work, but more favourably quote the ones that I'm keener on doing, and maybe price out the other ones, because I think that's a common theme with roof cleans, is that you probably land 2 out of every 10 that you quote. Like I quoted one yesterday and she just ignored me. Like, just it actually came through from, did you see that roof cleaning video that I put on yesterday? It's just a short, just like a 2-minute short. I put it on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, but it was just me and Cherry Picker Dan just chatting about just chatting about what to look out for on a roof, and why we'd pressure wash it versus scraping it and stuff. And within 15 minutes of posting that video, someone from Redditch got in touch for a roof clean. And I just thought, like, so powerful, isn't it? Just the reach, just being able to post something for free and have it organically reach the people you actually want it to reach. It's someone in Redditch that's curious to get a price for a roof clean. It's perfect, and I didn't have to pay a penny for it.
Yeah, well, you've done very well with that, haven't you? You've never paid for any sort of advertising. You've done it all organically and just been very consistent with it. So yeah, that you've killed it in that sense. But I think going back to the Google ads, it definitely makes sense to focus on roof cleaning over gutter clearing, because I'm going to look at pushing some Google ads in January. Takes them a good 3-4 weeks to set up. Then come Feb time, I've said to the guys, I just want to focus on higher ticket items, get the roofs in, because you're looking at about a 700 quid setup fee. You're looking at 400 quid a month managing it. You're looking at setting a budget for anywhere between, to create the ad. To create the ad and everything, can get it up and running on Google.
What? I didn't know it was that much.
So you're talking, I mean, I would have been setting my budget at about £1,000 for Google. So the first month's going to be 2,100 quid.
Yeah, and I think with that, the last thing you want to be doing is targeting £80 gutter jobs, isn't it? You want to be doing roof cleans.
Exactly.
Exactly. Steve says, why £700 setup? My issue with doing ads for roof cleaning is for £50 a day, you might land a couple a month. Really? Is that it? As low as that?
Yeah. I think...
Oh, he's gone. We'll chill till he comes back. Might have unplugged his camera again. did that earlier on. I'm spending half that and getting a lot more work. I spend half that, average 5 gutters a day, and get a few roof cleans and other stuff a month anyway. Hello.
I'm back on.
Yeah, you're back.
Super. Yeah, don't know what happened there, mate.
Don't worry about it.
I was just saying, for it to make sense to continue with the ads, you're going to have to be landing ideally three roof cleans a month for it to make sense.
I'd be really annoyed on that first roof clean, thinking this is just covering the cost of my setup. This roof clean is just covering the cost of the ad.
Yeah.
Imagine doing a whole,
it's a lot, isn't it?
Like slogging out on a day's work, like grafting out on a roof, and you haven't made any money yet. And you're hoping another few come in later on in the month to make that ad spend worthwhile.
Yeah.
I understand if you... Sorry, go on. Oh, he's gone again. I understand if you can get roof cleaning ads right, it can be good money, but you have to spend big first. I think we're spending £30 a day and got one in 6 weeks. You have to be doing £50 a day minimum. Are you paying an agency for your ads? Stardust, who are you asking? Are you asking Steve or are you asking us? I've never paid a penny for ads. I think I tried boosting a couple of posts on Facebook and stuff, but with no real success. I didn't put enough money in it to actually see if it worked or not, but minimum £50 a day. I'm curious now that I've got like a foundation of good reviews, photos and stuff. Now that I've got that foundation, would an advert from me do better now than it would have 2 years ago when I had less of a sort of presence? Probably would, wouldn't it? Hello.
Hello, mate. Don't know what's going on here. I think I've got a bit of a dodgy cable.
Oh, have you? Your microphone's changed over again, I think.
How is it?
A few lads I know are booked up until May, June, 4 or 5 roofs a week due to SEO. It's absolutely wild, costing about £3,000 a month. Yeah, I'm sure you could quite easily absolutely smash the ad spend. And if you've got someone doing a good job of the SEO, that it would work really, really well. But the risk is getting taken advantage from one of these marketing agencies that are asking for like a £700 setup fee and are asking like ridiculous amounts of money per month and only generating you like 1 or 2 leads that you could have potentially got if you'd have tried to do it yourself and spent virtually nothing or spent a lot less than what you're paying them. I think there could be potentially a huge markup with some of these ad agencies and they're not actually doing the work. That would be my worry.
It's a risk, isn't it? And it's not cheap to do as well.
No.
You're not pumping in a couple of £100. You're pumping in potentially thousands.
Yeah.
And you have a couple of crap months. You're digging yourself a pit. There's that many companies out there doing it as well. It's trying to find someone who's actually gonna hold their weight and get you the work in.
I think there's a huge gap in the market for someone in the exterior cleaning space to learn it and to do it, because that's Sam. Is it Sam Aslop? Sam Haslop? Aslop? I can't remember what his name is. As far as I'm aware, he's one of the only people in the exterior cleaning industry that everyone's recommending. And he's probably, I would have thought he's probably at capacity for most areas in the UK, because I think they only take on, like if Sam already had someone in Walsall, he wouldn't take you on as a customer because you'd then be competing with his other guy that he's got in Walsall. It wouldn't make sense. And it'd be interesting to see if he wants to come on at some point to talk about it all. But I think there's a huge gap in the market. I was trying to get my brother when he was considering setting up a business. I was saying, like, if you learn SEO, and I know there's a lot of people doing it, but break into a niche like exterior cleaning or like plumbing or bricklaying, get involved in the community first, and then start offering the service. I think you could absolutely smash it. The people that aren't doing well are the ones that are just ringing you totally unannounced and sending spam emails and stuff. Like, that stuff doesn't work. I get 10 emails a day from people offering me SEO, and
I get so many. It's
just doesn't work.
when we're on jobs, the amount of times the other day I was getting really pissed at how many phone calls I was getting.
Mm-hmm.
Suspected spam. I'm just like,
Because you've probably expressed interest in one of them, and
Yeah.
now you're getting absolutely hounded. And
Yeah.
it's the same for Checkatrade and stuff. I saw Matt in the Discord the other day saying he's signed up with Checkatrade, or he's expressed interest in Checkatrade, and now they're absolutely hounding him. 10 phone calls a day, and they just won't leave him alone. And it's not the way to do business.
well, I'm with Checkatrade, and I say my experiences on this.
Yeah, can you get a bit closer to the microphone though, because you're a little bit quiet.
I'm in chill zone, and actually, yeah. So I've been with them since Feb last year. Started off very well, and then they just started sending me through loads of shit, basically interior cleaning. Then I call them up, and I'm like, "How can I avoid this?" They're saying it's user error because your services come under cleaning. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but I'm an exterior cleaner, HS pressure washing. So they said specify in your description, your profile, that you do not do any sort of interior cleaning. It's purely exterior cleaning. So I specified that, and I counted about a week ago. From 59 inquiries, 52 of them were relevant for my services. They were end of tenancy house clean, carpet clean, oven needs cleaning, my cartridge is broken, needs someone to come out and fix it. And I was just,
And you're getting charged for every single one of them that's an unqualified
Yeah.
lead.
I pay £166 a month. 106, and you're tied in for 12 months.
For nothing. You're not getting any value from it.
I would probably say I'm still probably a little bit up on it from the early days. The first, 3-4 months were decent.
Do you think
But
that's
you had to
designed
be-
like that, though? Do you think it's designed in a
feel-
way that the first couple of months you think, God, this is
Oh,
good,
no.
isn't it?
I can't see any other reason why it wouldn't be, because since I've specified on my profile, it's just been pure crap.
Mm.
And I've just got to the point now where I've called them up that many times. I'm just I've got a couple of months left. What are we on? December. I've got 2 more months left, and I'm just parting ways because it's just no good. I'm still I'm still up a bit, but it's nothing like. I think they said you should be getting about 160 odd, 200 leads per year on that, and I think I've landed maybe 12.
Mm.
So some of them were decent size, over $1,000, but
Be curious to know if you'd have spent that much money on Google ads or Facebook ads or whatever it might be, or even, I don't know, got someone to make some content for you or something. It would have probably been money much better spent, and you'd have probably generated a few more leads from it.
to be honest, I think 166 quid sat when I first signed up. I thought, yeah, it's a bit of a commitment, and that's £166 a month. So then going back to the Google ads, when you pump in potentially £1,000, 1,000 plus,
Yeah. It's
good work.
It's mad how they can tie you in for 12 months. It seems pretty crazy. I can imagine that's their whole business model, isn't it? Like, tie someone in for 12 months. Doesn't matter whether we actually fulfill our side of the bargain or not, but at least we've got their money.
Yeah, I've had a fairly poor experience with it in my case. I mean, some people I could imagine they generate 90% of their business. I mean, I don't really. I'd rather go and knock doors, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
You'd get 5 times more on Google as a minimum, but generally a lot more. Yeah. Get yourself a ChatGPT and Claude accounts, and it will teach you how to run ads. Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm sure if you were to take a couple of days off, or even a week off or whatever, and just absolutely lock in and focus on figuring it out, I'm sure you'd be able to do a passable job and massively. Maybe that should be a goal of mine. Maybe I should. I wonder if I'll do that towards the end of December when the work dries up a little bit. Maybe I'll spend a couple of days just locking in, because then I can give you lot feedback on whether I think it's possible or not for like the average person, or whether you do actually need to pay someone to manage it for you. Because as far as I'm concerned, if someone else can do it and it's their job to do it and they do it for a lot of people, why can't I do it? Like, why can't I learn it? I can learn. Like, I figured out how to do pressure washing, and there's loads of people that do that. It's got to be accessible, hasn't it?
well, I'd like to do that as well. So if you wanted to come together at the end of December or whatever, let's see how you get on your area, how I get on my area, because that's something I've always had in the back of my head that I need to do, but I've just never got around to doing.
Because it could transform the business. If you, like, really what I would like to be doing is just ground surface pressure washing, ideally, or patio restoration. So next week we've got a repointing job booked in, which was a little bit out of the blue. But imagine we do 3 repointing jobs a week because we're running Google ads for like patio restorations. And that basically becomes the business then over winter. And yes, you've got to be careful of like ground temperatures and stuff like that. But just imagine you can lock in, niche down on one specific service that you actually enjoy doing, and just do that. And you don't have to then go out and do gutters if you don't enjoy doing gutters. You don't particularly like gutters, do you?
You know what? I think I was too harsh on gutters.
Was you?
They're not bad at all.
Have you got...
They're not
Sorry,
bad.
can you check your microphone again? Because I think it might be coming through on your beats again. It's like very crackly. Sorry, mate.
That's what I mean. No problem.
Stardust says, I run all the ads myself, plus all my own SEO, built my own websites, and do my own hosting. Stardust, if you were to put a rough figure on it, do you think you could tell us roughly how long, in terms of hours, that you think that might have taken you? Or time-wise, across like how many months or years learning all that in your spare time has taken you? Because that would be interesting. Steve says, I spent 27 quid today, booked in about 550 quid, and still have 4 to contact. See, you can't argue with them figures, can you? It's absolutely worth it. Stardust spends £36 a day on Google ads for approximately £2,800 per week in revenue. Again, can't argue with it, can you?
A week, that's class. £36 a day.
You've gone quiet. I'm sorry. The microphone sounds better, but it's quiet now.
You with me if I'm here?
That's a little bit better.
Is that better, yeah? I'll just do the rest of it, like,
All right.
check my nose.
But imagine you're doing those sorts of figures on one service that you really like to do, and you can do that like all year. Jake, you need
Pressure
to
washing all the way.
Jake, you need a Discord bot to tell us when you've gone live. I always forget. I keep forgetting to post it in the Discord. Yeah, I do need to do that. Me and Matt were talking about this the other day. What were you saying about gutters?
Saying I think I've been too harsh on them.
You take back what you said about them being crap.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it back. Yeah,
Is
it's
it
just because I just love pressure washing, mate. That's pressure washing all day, every day, loving life.
Is it because you started doing them with me, and so there's two people rather than just doing them on your own?
Yeah, that massively helps. To be honest, having two people in every aspect of the job is just beautiful.
Just nicer, isn't it? And
Just
having
nice.
like double the kit as well. It's not like I'm having to do this while you're having to do this. Like if we wanted to, we could do every service that we offer together each. You know what I mean? Like if we wanted to clear gutters and it was a big job, we could both whip out our Panthers and start clearing the gutters. Conservatory cleaning, we both have pressure washers on board, and so we can both be like incredibly useful and get through the job literally twice as fast, as long as we've got decent water pressure and stuff.
It is class. You know what? When I first started working with you in October, I had a couple of my own jobs. I'd have like, a good 3-4 days with you. Pure banter, just having a great time. And then I'd jump on my job, headphones on, just lonely, mate.
Did you miss me?
Missed you.
Oh.
Nah, I do. Having that second pair of hands and just having company on the day, it's nice. To be honest, I was very introvert, and I love my own company. So when I first started off, not a problem. Like I was loving it in my own world. Yeah, I think once you've worked with yourself, and then when it was more like me, you and Jakey on there as well, it's nice to have a bit of banter. I
Yeah,
just end up telling myself jokes and laughing at myself.
it makes a massive difference. Like even the thought of like if you you're not getting here until a bit later on tomorrow. Like just the thought of going out and doing them first couple of Christmas lights on my own, just thinks, it's just not going to be very good, is it?
I'll be there with you. In thoughts. I'll be thinking about you while I'm doing my gutters on my own.
We'll put our headphones on.
It'll probably take me 4 hours.
We'll jump on a phone call and we'll just whisper in each other's ears.
Yeah. Stupid guy, but I'm up for it.
Stardust says it will take you 3 to 4 months of learning to be able to do all the work yourself, but you need AI to teach you. Really, 3 or 4 months? That's pretty mad. Like you could learn coding in 3 or 4 months. You could learn so many other skills in 3 or 4 months. But I suppose
straightened in 3 or 4 months.
Get your teeth straightened.
Clean finish, nice teeth.
But I suppose there's not many other things you can learn that would have such a massive impact on your income. I think Google Ads would have a huge impact, wouldn't it? Especially if you've already got the foundation. If you're a new business, it's a little bit more of a risk. But if you're a couple of years in already and you've got reviews, you've got photos, you've got a decent website and stuff, I think it's a good choice. Hello from New Zealand. Welcome, Andrew. How you doing? What's your plan when Jakey comes back? If Jakey comes back, we haven't really spoke about it at all, have we?
What is the plan?
Like, are you gonna push? Are you gonna see if you can push some ads and try and get some roof cleans in?
Yeah, I'll be setting up some ads, pushing some roof cleaning. Again, I mean, isn't the roof cleaning? You're the person I call up, and we try and jump on them together. So
yeah, to be fair, I couldn't imagine roof cleaning on your own. That would be grim, wouldn't it? Just one man band just going out on a rainy day, cold rainy day, doing a roof clean on your own. Couldn't think of anything worse.
As long as you'd be okay with jumping on some roof cleans, that's one part of it. But then I'm also looking at trying to get into the commercial sector, try and push commercial work. Whether that could be with ads, but I mean, I've got a decent relationship with a few motor industry dealerships. Those are a good 4 years working there. So I think that's a great way in, especially focusing on pitch work, pressure washing, bread and butter, loving life.
Would you door knock commercial?
Yeah. The problem is with commercial, and I think we've been through this a few times. It's getting in front of the decision maker, speaking to the right person at that time. Now, I've worked in the motor industry, and I know how chaotic it is. So to try and speak to either the brand manager or the head of business of that site just by turning up will be very rare. So I'm trying to work out the best way of in front of the right people as quick as possible without being just around.
Yeah,
I've been looking at a lot of like the accreditation and everything and all that.
You've got to get in front of that person that's going to be able to say yes or no. And if you don't, you're sort of wasting your time. And what I've realised with a lot of these pubs and stuff, not a lot of them are privately owned. They're owned by like management companies or franchises and stuff. So they just say, "Oh, sorry, we don't deal with any of the maintenance around here. It gets dealt with by like head office or whatever it might be." So you never. I remember Zach last year or the year before. He had to. The only way that you could get in touch with this pub or with the people that make the decisions for this pub, I forgot which branch it was. The only way you could get in touch with them was by a handwritten letter, which is bonkers. Yeah, and they literally stated on the website, in order to become a partnered contractor or whatever it might be, you must write into our head office via post. It doesn't have to be handwritten. You could obviously print out and then send it, but it's like, that just seems absolutely bonkers. But the amount of people that are going to go through the effort to do that is probably very, very few, especially like exterior cleaners. You'd just move on to the next one, wouldn't you? So there's a good chance that if they do receive it and if they do read it, there's a good chance that could work, because there's not many other people making that sort of effort.
Yeah, and I think if you don't mind to travel as well, if you don't mind traveling, you build up one good relationship with one business that have multiple stores or dealerships or whatever around the UK. You've got that customer for life, really.
We did a bunch of schools last year, and we had to travel quite a distance to go to some of these schools. I don't know how they found us, to be honest.
I think that's a very good opportunity, and I think that's kind of the way that I'll be focusing on. And then, again, whenever there's a big job that you need us on, mate, you just give us a shout and I'll be there.
Definitely.
That'll always be the case. We have a good time.
Yeah, we do. Jake, do you split the day's takings, or do you pay your mate a day pay, considering he has his own equipment? We've agreed. Do you mind talking about this? Not necessarily specifics, but
Go for it. Absolutely fine.
We've agreed a day rate, because then I think we both know where we stand. It was difficult for me early on to think, right, Rich is going to come work for me until Jakey's back. I've got Jakey on a day rate anyway, and then to keep things simple and for me not to sort of overcommit, we just sort of figured out a day rate that sort of worked for both of us. And I know everyone could always do with more, and I'd love to be able to pay you, a lot more than what I'm paying you at the minute, but to be able to offer you like a reliable bit of security through the next 3 months. It was September, what was it, November,
November,
December, yeah. It just made more sense for me to be able to just pay you a day rate, and I pay you a little bit more for the roof cleans as well, because they're much harder graft, and same with like the big commercial jobs. It wouldn't be fair for me to be we do a big commercial job in a day, and you can obviously charge good money for a commercial job. It wouldn't be fair for me to pay you that standard day rate that I'll be paying you to put up some Christmas lights with me on a job that on a massive job. So we've sort of worked it out. And when you mention that Rich has his own equipment, that is very true. It's quite rare. I think it's quite rare that you're actually like using your pressure washer and stuff. Like generally, you'll just use what we've got already available in my van because we've got the double machine. We don't often need 2 vacs, although I do have another vacuum at home if we do need to bring that one out. But occasionally we'll use your ladder. Occasionally we'll use your extra hose reel if we need it. But it's difficult because Rich isn't just a labourer. Rich has got his own business, and his results are amazing, and he's one of these people that understands that reputation is everything, and reliability is hugely important and stuff. So it's difficult, offering Rich a day rate when it's like he knows how much these jobs cost, and he knows the work that's involved. He knows everything with regards to running your own business. It's just that you had a quiet patch last year over winter, and you didn't want that to happen again. So, sort of reached out. It was perfect timing because with Jakey going away, it was an opportunity for you to come and work with me and keep a steady income, I suppose.
Yeah. I think it's been more than fair. Listen, I completely.
Oh, he's gone again. Just as he starts talking, like I've just been talking for 10 minutes at him, and then when he starts talking, oh dear. What's your web address? It's smoutspressurewashing.co.uk. Jake set up a shop in Australia. You're hella busy lately, Steve. What's your goal? Good question. My first roof clean the other day. I don't think I could have done that on my own. Yeah, it's graft.
He's back.
Here he is. What's going on with your camera? Is it just dying?
I don't know. Because it's not saying it's plugged in at the moment, but I'm connected, so I don't know. I don't want to touch anything.
Weird.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I've been happy with it. It's more than fair. I get how business works, and you're helping me as much as I'm helping you.
Mm-hmm.
So we got on with each other. It's definitely keeping me busy. I might have had a bit more time to try and push anything my end, but I've had jobs here and there coming in, which I am filling in my spare times. So I think it works well.
I think being able to commit to like 4 days a week gives you that extra 3 days. Like you can either decide to just have 3 days off, or you can book in whatever jobs you're getting on the side to sort of do those on your own. Spencer says, your mate seems like a good fella. Would he be willing to come to Wales and work with me? I'll pay him a fantastic day's pay. It's so hard to find decent staff these days. There you go. How about that, Rich?
Yeah, definitely. Well, drop us I'm on the Discord, so drop us a message.
I don't think Spencer's in the Discord. You might have to message him on Spencer. You might have to message him on Instagram or Facebook or something. HS Pressure Washing.
Yeah. Drop us a message on Instagram. Usually on Instagram the most. So drop us a message, and then we'll exchange numbers, and we'll get a date booked in. That's not a problem with me, man. I'm well up for any opportunity.
God, Jake's going to Australia. You're going to bloody Wales.
Bloody Wales.
What's your website?
It's a Wales quite a bit. Just HS Pressure Washing at. I don't know, what is it?
I've got you. hspressurewashing.co.uk. A fantastic wage in Wales is about 120 quid. Darren. My mum's fella, Chris.
Yeah.
We were talking the other day, and he was saying about some of the guys on his building site were earning like 230 odd pound a day. Skilled labour, they were carpenters and stuff. This was a while ago, this was many years ago. And he said the boss would employ subcontractors from Wolverhampton because he only had to pay them £80 a day. He said he went they worked for pennies, they worked for dust. But like, imagine turning up to site and you ask the guy what he's on, and he's earning 230 quid. Meanwhile, you're earning
mate.
80 quid, and you've had to travel an hour and a half to get there.
Oh, mate. Where was this based?
I think this is probably in the Cotswolds.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that's not to say I'm a cheap boy. Do you know what I mean? The quality of work's up there, you know.
Who's going to the expo? Seen the ad today? Yeah, they've started advertising for that already, haven't they? Are you going to the cleaning expo this year? You haven't been yet, have you?
No, I do need to go. When is it? And I will go.
I think it's in March. I don't know. Sean will know. What date is it, Sean?
Yeah.
Should we see if we can book a little podcast stand if they've got anything left? Nah, actually, I want to walk around. Jake, have you thought about a full spectrum business? Never heard of it. Including your sister's cleaning branch, you have these things at your feet. With a firm push, there might be something larger you're leaving on the table. Yes, we are currently discussing it. My brother is in the process of building something, which I'm not going to announce because he's going to announce it, and it does tie the three of us together quite nicely. And you're right, it absolutely makes sense. My sister does interior cleaning. My brother's potentially going to be doing something that sort of completes the circle, and my accountant is saying like you should 100% be doing this as a family run business, all offering services that sort of tie in nicely with each other. And he's right. Yep, my sister's expanding nicely. She's already got 2 members of staff after only a year of being in business, which I think is incredible. If you had the opportunity, Rich, in the new year, would you consider, like, if you realised that Google Ads are the way to go and you suddenly had this massive bump in like reliable leads, would you be keen on like employing someone, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I've had my brother on a couple of jobs, help him out. It's quite an interesting stage at the moment with the business and where to take it, because it's been, how long has it been now? 19, 20 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you know me quite personally, my head can be like here, there, and everywhere. I'm pretty sure I've got ADHD and I've been diagnosed with it, but like I am crazy, and I'm just as crazy in my own head in quiet time. So I'm really trying to work out the best way and route to go down with the business. In terms of margin of potentially getting too much on. But yeah, I think definitely getting someone on board will be the next stage.
I think you'd be a great boss.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I would.
I think you'd be a lot of fun to work for. You're breaking up quite a lot, mate. Shall I let you go? Because I know you're running past your time a little bit. You wanted to be off a little bit earlier than this, didn't you?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm happy to shoot off.
Yeah.
You can actually run through them. We're all good.
No, it's I think we need to record some stuff this week. Maybe we do. Do you think you could bring your camera tomorrow and we'll do some like maybe Christmas light installation footage for YouTube. Put a video together next week,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, not a problem. Got a full battery anyway, so
That'd be
I'll put it
cool.
straight in the van, yeah, before I head off to bed. So
Have you got like a chest
Yeah.
mount or a head mount or anything that you can wear the camera?
cool with me, mate. Yeah, I've got a head mount,
Okay,
and then
that,
just a tripod.
that might be cool. Yeah, bring your head mount
Yeah.
because then we can. We'll be looking over each other's, looking at each other's, looking into each other's cameras. We're struggling to hear
Yeah,
him. I
that's
know.
cool.
Yeah, the microphone's breaking up quite a lot. Rich, thank you so much.
Sorry, guys. You're not missing much. I'm boring.
No, you're not. Thank you, mate, and I will see you in the morning. Hopefully, if all goes to plan.
Appreciate it. I'll drop you a message. Thanks, everyone. Hope you've had fun.
Thanks for jumping on. See you in a bit.
Later.
That was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry about the microphone issues. I don't know. We had a quick call before this, and everything was running smoothly, so I don't know what's going on there. But sounds interesting, Jake. Tie that with the fact that you haven't even scratched the surface with the ads. You have the potential for exponential growth. Yeah, you could be right. I think you've. Yeah, there's definitely something to that, I suppose. I say this because you seem to be at capacity. Is all my pal did more with less. I definitely wouldn't say I'm at capacity. There's definitely. Am I at capacity? I've got about a month and a half. Sorry, I've got about a week and a half's worth of work booked in at the minute, so I don't feel like I'm at capacity. However, in terms of like mentally and time-wise, with how much free time I have to do stuff that I actually think will contribute towards the business. I was thinking the other day, I actually rang my brother because he's in a bit of a quiet spell with work at the minute, and I said, like, what would it cost me to get you just to come over here, look on my hard drive, and chop up some of my long form videos and chop them down into shorts, some like roof cleaning shorts, some gutter clearing, and just use all the hundreds of hours of content that I've got saved on these hard drives and make some shorts out of them. Because I think that's ultimately what. But then I thought, like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to be focusing on. I like the editing and doing the voiceovers and stuff like that. Why would I give that to someone else when that's the work I want to be doing? But it's like today, I spent pretty much all morning filming and editing one episode for this course, like an 8-minute episode for this course. That's where I want to be focusing my time, but it takes up a huge amount of my time. Sometimes the shorts take longer to edit than the long form videos, surprisingly. But you are right. Yeah, if me and my brother and my sister were to actually come together, and I don't know whether we'd ever like join forces, but definitely rebrand in a way that actually elevates all three of us, rather than I think it would require a slight rebrand. Upload it all on the cloud, Jake, then he can work on it over there. Yeah, that's a good point. I should back up some of this footage, but it's like hundreds of gigabytes worth of videos and stuff. I could do it, couldn't I? You know me, I'm a tight arse. I don't like paying for storage. With how busy you are, Jake, it amazes me you find time to do as much content as you do, to be fair. Oh, thanks, mate. I do try. Sometimes you'll see someone commented on this the other day. You'll see me post a story of like a driveway or a gutter clearing job that we do, and then within a couple of hours, I'm home, and I've got like a fully edited short form video uploaded with all the captions and everything. And it's like, this is what I do. This we work all day. I get home, and I'm either doing admin or I'm editing, and it's pretty non-stop, and it's pretty it's quite intense, really. And then when I'm trying to have a day off, I'm still on my phone, responding to customers and stuff, and it's pretty brutal, but got to be done, in it, if you want to be. What is that Alex Hormozy quote about exceptional people? I'm not saying I'm an exceptional person. It's something like, average people do average things. Oh, that's a good one. Don't expect to be accepted if you want to be exceptional. Yeah, it's like setting yourself apart from other people. Like, if you want other people's approval, don't expect to be accepted by them if you want to be exceptional. To become exceptional, by definition, you are the exception, which I think is quite a good quote. So it's like, don't be like everyone else if you want exceptional results. This guy's so inspiring. You guys should definitely listen if you...
Talking specifically to you, you have to get used to being alone. I'm saying this because I used to think that there was something wrong with me, when in reality, I just didn't understand what the nature of being exceptional meant. To be exceptional means that you are the exception. It means that you are not normal. And so it's normal for normal people to find you abnormal if you do things that are not normal. I had plenty of friends who were like, I want to be an NFL player. I want to be a really rich tech entrepreneur. I want to be a touring musician, right? And they had these goals, but I'm like, dude, I see you just playing Fortnite 4 hours a day, and you practice guitar once a week. Like, do you really want that? Or do you just like saying it because it makes you feel good? Realizing that I thought most people actually made no sense. They say they had these goals, but they took no action. And they called me work obsessed, and they would tell me I should take time off, and they're like, hey, you're not as cool anymore. You're not hanging out with the boys. Like, why aren't you participating in the fantasy league? Why aren't you watching football on Sunday with us? But the thing is that like, I needed that Sunday because I had to prep workouts, I had to prep the music list for the next day, I had to run billing. And I looked at that football game and I was like, 1 year from today, will I remember this football game? Or will I remember the fact that I'm not where I said I wanted to be? If you are someone who's ambitious, and this is me just talking specifically to you, you have to get used to being alone.
Pretty good, isn't it? Pretty inspirational. Does make you want to like knuckle down and just focus. I watch your content and I think you're smashing it, pal. Oh, thanks, Finch. Great, now I'm a Scientologist. I don't think you can be busy and doing tons of social media as well. I've got 27 jobs on this week, and I do a few Facebook posts and stories, but on top of that, I'm booking work in daily and chasing work. So I literally would have the time to do anything else like YouTube. There just aren't the hours. Steve, it's priorities, isn't it? You're busier than me at the moment, but it's priorities. Not that this isn't a dick measuring competition at all, but when it comes to earning, your focus is in a different avenue than what mine is. And so I'm earning money by doing this over here, and you're earning money by doing 27 jobs a week. You know what I mean? And so I've made a conscious effort that instead of I'm very conscious of being a busy fool, and I don't just want to be busy for the sake of being busy. I want to put my energy into things that are actually going to take me closer towards my goals. And if your goals are to be doing 27 jobs a week, then that's great for you. You're doing exactly what you want to be doing, and I'm assuming you're earning good money doing that. My goals aren't to be doing that, and so I'm sort of setting myself up slightly differently to you. And so it's priorities. There's definitely enough time to do both. Maybe you won't do both as well as if you were to turn down the dial here and turn this dial up. And if you were to focus on the content a little bit more, which it doesn't sound like you're interested in, else you'd have done it by now. But if you did want to focus on the content, you'd be doing maybe 15 jobs a week so that you could focus on the content. You know what I mean? You could be earning the same money doing both. It's just where are you putting your energy? Cedars says, I now have 4 terabytes of storage, going to hammer it and store some stuff from now on so I can repurpose old stock. Yeah, so the boys from We Clean Property have massively given me a kick up the arse the other day. They properly inspired me. 3 shorts or 3 reels a day, 3 short form videos, whatever it might be, a day is insane volume. And that's dedication, that is. And how long they can keep that up for, I don't know. But the reason they've been able to do that is just by virtually filming every single job and just pulling that footage whenever they need it, creating the story first, and then just dropping in footage over the top of it. That's how they've been able to do volume. And they've got this template now that really works because all of their videos are bangers. They all hit, they all do massive views. And they've found something that works. I feel like I haven't found that thing that works for me yet. So I'm curious as to what that thing is going to be, whether it's going to be content, whether it's going to be some sort of ad strategy. Like I said, I'm very interested in patio restoration. And I think the idea of doubling down and just beelining the business in that direction, instead of offering all these other services that I don't want to offer. I don't want to clean conservatories. I don't want to clean gutters, faces, soffits. I don't particularly want to clean solar panels. I don't want to do windows, frames and sills. Gutter clearing is great to keep the money coming in, but it's like low ticket stuff that I'd prefer not to do. I would much rather be doing just pressure washing and surface restoration. And then putting out, maybe I could put out 2 videos a week instead of 1 video every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I'd love to focus on the content a little bit more and just make really high quality stuff. It's easier said than done because you need the work there in the first place if you're not doing interesting jobs. Like the idea of someone repeatedly watching me clear out gutters. I mean, maybe. There's a guy on YouTube that does, maybe I can find him now because he's always popping up on my feed. He's an Australian guy. And here he is straight away. This is my son's account, by the way. My son... What was that? My son watches YouTube on my pressure washing account. So none of these videos are stuff that I watch. Honestly, I promise. This guy. But he does drain cleaning. And it's super niche. A lot of the videos are very similar. It's gross.
We're in outback Australia, and mate, the house down here, she's got blocked drains.
He's an absolute character.
All the drains in this house are chock-a-block. I mean, you've got a toilet, you've got a laundry, you've got bathrooms, a kitchen. Mate, everything's chockers, and the drain runs that way. And yes, we have been here before.
Who would have thought you could make content about unblocking drains? It's not always satisfying. Sometimes it is. And he's getting hundreds. This one was only posted 3 days ago. It's got 94,000 views. And that's very kind of average for him. 372,000 subscribers. And he gets hundreds of thousands of views on his videos. And it's so niche. You never see his face. It's this very, very similar work over and over again. You could do this for gutters if you wanted to. You could absolutely do it for gutters. Where would you rather be? Exactly. Let's go and have a sticky beak at this. And it's like, if I wanted to, I could niche down in a certain area of the business and just reach a whole new audience every time I post a video, you know what I mean? How Cedars has time to turn his machine on baffles me. That's pretty funny. Yeah, no, if content is your goal, you've got it made. Yeah, I don't mean that. I think you have other income streams, so you can do less and probably still make more. I get that. I think you can be doing nice, relaxed number of jobs and then have a long diary, but then back up the income with other social bits. That's probably a smart business. That's my goal, really. If I can do less jobs, if I can pick and choose and just take really cool, interesting jobs in the mindset that I'm going to film these jobs, and I'm letting the customer know, like, the reason I want to do this job is because I'm going to film it. And then I've always got interesting content to post. That's what I'd love to do. Instead of having to scrape the barrel and just do any old job that comes through my door just because I need the money. Like, I don't want to be in that position. And I'm very privileged to be able to pick and choose the sort of work that I'm doing at the moment. I'm in a very fortunate position. I don't take it for granted, but you know, you can always strive for more, can't you? Majority of my work now is for a property management firm. I'm busy, but cash flow isn't great just now as they delay on payment from commercial. It can be crippling. Yeah, Sean, I think commercial's generally like 30 to 90 days, isn't it? They just basically pay you whenever they're ready. That can be very difficult with regards to cash flow. If you've poured out your resources to get 5 jobs done, and they're the only 5 jobs you've got in the calendar, and you're not getting paid for another 90 days, it can start getting a bit squeaky bum. There's a sweet spot. Very few people want to see you. Hang on. There's a sweet spot. Very few people want to see you in their feed twice a day, in my opinion. Me? You talking about me? How dare you? Yeah, I understand. I think I'm in a... Steve says, I think I'm at a different stage where I want to build that big customer base so I can grow and do less time on the tools. You've got the years on me to do other stuff. Yeah, and building a customer base, you're only going to get off the tools if you get off the tools and employ someone else to do it. And the earlier you can get that sort of thing set up, the better. I wish I'd have employed Jakey earlier, to be honest. You don't realise how much more work you can do with an extra person. You think it's eating into your profit, but it's really not. It's you can literally... I reckon with regards to profit, we probably ended up doing an extra 75%. We were able to get through an extra 75% of work. And so Jakey's wage didn't really have a massive impact on the business because we were just earning... The business was earning a lot more than what it did the year before. And part of that was the natural progression, the natural growth of the business, like after a couple of years, but also the amount of work we could get through. Instead of having a month-long waiting list, we potentially had like a 2-week-long waiting list, and we were just smashing through the work. Polo Mate says, hi Smout, just saw your Westerman moss cleaner. Wet moss, mud, avoid, dry. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much. I think gutter content would be massive, the shit that you'd find. Yeah, maybe you're that guy, Steve. I think, honestly, I think you're a very likeable, personable person. I reckon if you were to just stick a head cam on and really like knuckle down and just... It's no extra effort on your day. You buy a decent camera like the one I've got here. You get a couple of batteries for it so that you can film the whole job, no matter what. Stick a head cam on, press play, and just go. Just do the job. just talking as you're doing it. It's definitely the narration, the voiceover that makes it. Because if you're just doing it in silence, you're going to lose people within the first 5 seconds. And there's definitely a knack to it. There's so much to learn with regards to YouTube, thumbnails, titles, descriptions, hashtags, just so much. But eventually, it starts to you start to build something. I think you could be that guy, Steve, if you wanted to. It just depends on what you want from the business. I just think of it as a savings account. If you can manage without it, it's a nice lump sum. What are we talking about, Macaulay? Not sure what you're referencing there, mate. Sorry. Apparently, regulations have now changed. They aren't allowing to pay on 90 days anymore. I see what you mean. Macaulay, are you referencing commercial stuff? It's like do the job now, get paid later, and sort of forget you were going to get paid. And it's like, oh, that was nice. When you do eventually get paid. Jake, I'm the same as you. Patio restoration is the way forward for me and makes up the largest part of my business. High ticket work, very rewarding. And I'd add to that, it's like it lends itself to pictures, videos, content, and you can use all your skills and it's fresh every time. The only thing that puts me off patio restoration is having to relay slabs. The materials and stuff involved in doing that efficiently, I'm not sure I want to do that. It seems like quite lots of heavy lifting, lots of removing waste, waiting for things to set. Just like relaying 5 slabs earlier this year, it was just a bit annoying. It took almost half a day for me to just relay 5 slabs, and then I had to sort of come back to do the repointing part of it, and it was just like, maybe it's because I didn't charge enough. Maybe if I made sure I'm covering my costs and covering my time. Yeah, maybe I just need to learn it. Yeah, I'm actually sort of kicking myself now, thinking, well, it's not a. Other people lay slabs for a living, and they make a perfect living out of it, and so maybe it's just a skill issue. Maybe I don't know enough about it to be able to do it efficiently, and that's quite naive of me to say that. Yeah, I don't know. I want to build a business to sell eventually. Yeah, that's another angle as well. If I was to try and sell this business now, it's worthless. It's literally worthless. I've only started keeping a record of my customers 3 months ago. So my customer base, they get in touch with me when they want something. I've got no real way of getting in touch with them because I haven't really got their details stored anywhere. So I've only been really doing that properly in the last 3 months. So with regards to customer value, there's no value there for someone to come and buy the business. Essentially, without Rich, without Jakey, I'm the only one that knows how to operate the tools and knows how to price the work up and stuff. I'm the pretty much like the face of the business, so it's turned into more like a brand now. And if someone else come and took over the brand, it would probably have a huge dip in loyalty from the following, I suppose. And so that would be, they wouldn't be starting from zero, but if someone took over it today, they'd almost be starting back from square one with regards to like following and stuff. And yeah, just it definitely 100% just wouldn't be able to operate without me, and that's not a good way to set up a business if you want to sell it. And one could argue that everyone should be setting up the business in a way that would allow them to sell it in the future if they wanted to. And I'm just not even considering that. If I get injured tomorrow, yes, I could keep, well, depending on the injury, yes, I could keep pumping out content, but it would eventually dry up and I wouldn't be able to do the work. I only do commercial if it's like 7 days tops. I explain our payment terms on receipt. I don't want the work otherwise. It's nice to be, it's nice to be firm like that. To be fair, I was looking to start pressure washing at the weekends, then my 9 to 5 in the week, whilst uploading a video once a week. Is that an okay starting point in your experience, Tom? Absolutely. This is what I did. I was doing my 9 to 5. I was doing evenings and weekends, pressure washing and just general exterior cleaning when I could, and yeah, just trying to upload as often as possible. It wasn't necessarily videos in the beginning. It was like just more before and after pictures and stuff. I've done the job I want paying. Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. Lewis says, would you say the Pure Seal Module 1 is essential for a new starter? I'd say it would be very beneficial. Although, as a new starter, 400, 500, 600 quid, I don't know what they are now. That sort of money for a new starter that's got no customers, potentially no equipment and stuff. I'm not sure that's where I'd invest my money personally. Straight away, anyway. If you can prove to yourself that you can generate work and that you enjoy the job and all that sort of stuff, things are going fairly smoothly, you just want to increase your foundational knowledge, then I'd say the Pure Seal course is great for most people. Yeah, I got a lot of value from it. Meta glasses, yeah, Steve, that's a good call as well. That'd be easy, wouldn't it? I'm curious as to how long the Meta glasses battery lasts and what the quality's like. From what I've seen, quality seems okay. It doesn't come in often anymore, to be honest. Ace of Sprays, Andy from Ace of Sprays, he's got some Meta glasses. I think he's gone over to the Uncleanables Discord now. He doesn't need me anymore. I'm only joking. But he had some Meta glasses, and I think he posted some stuff, and they seemed like they were pretty decent quality. I just don't know how long the battery lasts. The glasses have improved my content. Battery is pish. Quality is 3K in 3-minute bursts. 3K in 3-minute bursts. Not sure what that means. Relaying loose slabs is a nightmare. I've had to go back to a few. I'm not an expert in laying flags. Block paving I can do. Flags no. Yeah. Oh no. Oh. Ah. Ah. Sorry about that. 90% of gutter cleans, I do book them in for a year later, just getting back around to last year's gutters now. It's great. I'm not having to chase as many leads. Yeah, if you can follow up with old customers from last year and just say, look, it's been a year, do you want your gutters cleaned? That's so valuable. Something I massively overlooked when I first started. You don't need to break out the base when relaying flags. You can use a cement and SBR mix, brush on the back of the flag and just knock it back into place, bomb proof, and sets in a couple of hours. See, I pulled out the whole base and started again. Because my biggest worry is that you do all that work with the with an SBR mix and whatever, and you set it back down, and it's like a couple of mil too high, and it's really obvious. That's my worst nightmare. But if you say that's the way to do it, then maybe I need to do a bit of research and do it like that. Because I've been avoiding patios with loose slabs, to be honest. Some of them, when I'll say, oh, you probably want to get those loose slabs fixed before we do our work. And that sort of, we lose the job at that point because I think, oh, I can't bother. He's starting to squirm. I am. I absolutely do need a wee. Daz, you're good at that. You watch me like a hawk, don't you? I do need a wee. We're going to be finishing soon. Before I do go, I've still got a few messages to get through in the chat, but should we give away a membership to the Discord? How do we do it? How do I do it? If anyone's interested in joining the Discord, I'm going to give away a free month of membership. once I figure out how to do it. Let's have a look. Oh, come on. Engage with your audience. Members only live stream. No, we don't want to do that. Membership. Unlock members only perks. Membership gifting. You guys can do this as well if you wanted to at any point. You can gift memberships now. Let's gift one membership. Do I have to pay YouTube? Oh, I don't want to do it like that. No, I don't want to do it like that. I don't need to pay YouTube. I can just let someone in the Discord. Oh, I am squirming. Pick me so I can watch the members only videos. I'm going to be back in a sec because I do want to do this, but I just need a wee. Sorry. 2 minutes. Sorry about that. There's my headphones. It's only a really thin layer, wouldn't really make a difference on sandstone patio with natural ridges and dips. Yeah, maybe. I mean, you clearly know. You're only adding what the original installer would have added. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking too thick with regards to like the slurry and stuff. Streamlabs. Dashboard. Here we go. Giveaways. Add a giveaway. Custom. We're going to add a 3-month Discord membership. We'll do 2 minutes. And we're going to say start giveaway, and the setting is going to be ! Discord. Go! ! Discord. And we're going to be giving away a 3 months membership in the Discord. I might even make it a boosted member so that you'll also get access to the images. So when you get into the Discord, when you get in, you can scroll down to here, boosted images, and you get access to all these free pictures and pictures for your advertising. Some roof cleaning pictures. There's all sorts. It's not Clean Link, I've changed it. It's ! Discord. Only got one entry so far. Mills is in. ! Dyslexic. Mix cement with water to a slurry, add a small amount of SBR and you're good to go. It's that easy. You don't even need sand. You really actually don't even need sand. Or cement. Wait, cement is sand and... No, cement's just cement, isn't it? So it's just cement, water, and SBR. Interesting. Tom, you're already a member, mate. There's no need to join the giveaway if you're already a member. I've recently had to replace my van and install an old system from my old broken down van. Been a hard month, but out the other side. Oh, you've had to install your old window cleaning system. So members also get slightly early access to the weekly videos as well, which I'm sure some of you could take it or leave it, but some people find value in that. It's quite nice. Is that timer going on for 2 hours? It was supposed to be 2 minutes. That looks like it's 2 hours, doesn't it? Exterior Essentials, you're already a member. No reason to enter, but right, let's do it. Close entries, and then how do we pick a winner? Jake's 2 hour raffle. Pick a winner. Cedars, congrats. You've got a 3 months membership. You've got your own Discord now. You don't need our Discord. You don't need our Discord. You've got everything you need over there. But you've won a 3 month. Congrats. I just like to win things. Fair enough. I love the carnage that comes with these giveaways. It's always interesting, isn't it? Something always goes wrong. Is Cedars here? You've got to claim it. You've got to acknowledge the win, else we might have to hashtag reroll. Hey! There he is. It's rigged. Of course Cedars wins. Looking out for the content creators, yeah. Sausage roll, re-roll. Congrats, Cedars. Guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Cedars, I'll send you a message with a link to the Discord, and you'll get a 3 months membership. And thank you all so much for watching. if you didn't get a chance to win on this occasion, all you have to do, if you want to become a member, is click this join button right there, or go to my profile in the description and click that join button there, and you'll get access to the Discord, which in my opinion is the best place to be on the internet if you're interested in all things exterior cleaning. We've got a section here for everyone, whether it's repointing, wood care, roof cleaning, solar panels. We talk about everything. So get involved. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week and make it a good one.